Hey guys, back with some more Bazaar, back again playing some Mac. This guy's been my rank grinder. I've been really enjoying him recently. The regen builds have really fascinated me and they were a lot of fun to play. So that's kind of what I've been doing with my life is I've just been playing Mac regen. We'll go for JJ here. We'll have a look for some stuff. I might just get Calcinator here. I think having Retort and Calcinator is a little bit crazy. And we get a Peacewrought straight away. That's phenomenal. Actually, we'll just do this. How much regen are you giving us? 2. I think we'll take the Thurible first. Slightly better. And we'll pick up the Venomander as well, just in case we get the friend event. We'll go for Banana Ball here. We wouldn't mind picking up Overheal Haste. It's probably the best get here. Right, obviously we're winning against Banana Ball, Duct Tape, yeah, whatever. I don't think we're really going to be running that with Mac all that much. I don't think we're really looking for weapons. There aren't really any weapons that'll help us contribute to Regen at this point because they'll all be bronze. So things like Staff for the Moose, Sunlight Spear, and things along those lines won't really be that much of a help. So we'll come here to the Lost Crate and we'll get a medium item. That's exactly what I was looking for. This or the Aladel would be really great. Or is it Aladel or Alembic? I think it's the Aladel. Really good pickups because obviously now we can transform with the Calcinator and that'll start scaling our Peacewrought a little bit. When it comes to the shops here, Candles is probably much better than the Calcinator at this point. So we'll pick up that. Oh, hello? Didn't swap. And then we'll also pick up Quill and Ink here as well. It's slightly better than Venomander. Well, not slightly, it is just better. Venomander on Mac, not that crazy because you don't really care about friends. So like this is literally just better. So now we have a pretty good thing here. I don't know whether we'll stack burn is the only thing. We will see. Obviously having a board this small day one is the same for everyone, but the fact that we have multicast on one of our small items is pretty good. Yeah, this doesn't look too good though for us. I feel like they're going to do too much damage, especially with double damage on a grappling hook. That's pretty big. I mean, we'll see how we go with the regen. It doesn't look like the burn is stacking though. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the burn isn't stacking, so most we're ever doing is 11, so this next burst will probably do it. There we go. Day 1 over. That's fine. I mean, we did what we could day 1. There's just not much really you can do about that. Because, I mean, as Mac, you've got one of the lowest HP pools. It did get buffed, but it's not crazy. So, first things first. Transform this guy. Stick it next to the Peacewrought, and we'll start going on that. Stick this back in here for now. We'll go to Kina, have a look at some non-weapon items. It's none of these. We'll re-roll. We're looking for upgrades for our current items, honestly. Aladel is pretty good as well. I would honestly take that. Chunk of Lead can stay. Venomander can stay. Hourglass for now. Well, actually, yeah, we'll sell Hourglass just to fit it in. But now we get some more room. So we can move stuff around. So Calcinator can go in because we want to be stacking burn. We'll hold on to these for now. We'll need to change something if we don't level up by the end of the day, which honestly it's looking like we won't. Immolating Spark is good though for our current build. So we'll take that. Go to the Tiny Furry Monster. We'll get an XP. Pretty much a no-brainer. Now I don't think we can beat Borea, so we'll go here to the Rogue Scrapper. They've got better items and skills for Mac. I think Crusher Claw is a great pick for someone like Pig when you're using a lot of shield. You have the chance to get like a Crusher Claw or something. But, you know, it's not that great for someone like Mac where you're not playing any shields or anything like that. Yeah. Cool, so obviously we beat Rogue Scrapper, which is pretty standard now. Especially when you're stacking burn, you're pretty much going to be okay no matter what. You know what, it's a good little bit of gold, so I'm not too angry. We will definitely come here to Mountain Pass if we get any form of XP. We don't. Venomous Dose is okay. It's great for regen, so we can't really hold on to it anyway. And what we want our next thing to look like is probably something like this. So that way we get we get a catalyst, 2 catalysts and the lead, so we can transform both of them. Feed 2 things to our Peacewrought. We'll come here to JJ. I don't think we're really looking for these, honestly, just because we already are gonna have 2 things to transform tomorrow. And yeah, we don't want to grab these just because it's going to take up space. So we'll run this for our fight on day 2. We do stack burn, which is pretty good. And against the pig, it's not that bad. Weapons pig early on is a little bit scary. We'll see what we're up against. It's weapons pig. Okay, but it's not crazy weapons pig, and it's weapons pig with the worst board arrangement I've ever seen. Lumballs and dog, and then yo-yo is adjacent to dog instead of in between like steam ladle and lumballs. I think we'll be completely fine here. And I mean, I guess we would have seen if we would have been fine either way, but I have a distinct feeling that we would have been. So now we're going to have our inventory completely full. Well, actually not completely, because we do have a little bit more room now. We'll go for a bronze tier tool item here. It could be an upgrade to our calcinator. An Aladal upgrade, I'm not that mad at that. It doesn't really make that much of a difference for what we're doing, but completely fine. Okay, now we've got 2 things to transform. Let's get you. Fungal spores can go. I don't want to accidentally transform our chunk of gold. Transform you as well. And another fungal spores. You don't... Okay. Okay, so we'll do something like this. Where do we want to go? We could... Small tool? Small... Let's go to Ayla because we can see the sunlight spear now because it's a silver item. Chunk of lead can stay in here. I mean, that's decent for a crit build, but that's not really what we're going for. Skip this. What's our next shop? Small items. Small items are actually pretty good for us. We want to see things to charge our candle a little bit. Stick you back in here. We'll take a fire potion just for a little bit more burn. Sleeping potion we won't take and we'll re-roll here, however. I'm not mad at an hourglass, honestly. We'll stick that in between these 2 because that's what we want our cooldown reduction on. Our most burn. We don't really care about that. Eccentric Aetherite is great. Because obviously we burn. So we're just going to sap away her shield and it's going to be a bit of a nothing fight. Like, they're not really going to be able to do too much. We'll be getting a little bit of regen as well, so reasonably harmless unless they get a super lucky crit at 4%. 47 burn on day 3. It's not horrible, honestly. We're going to get our level up now before the end of the day as well, which is great. Scrap for a little bit of extra money is also great. And going to Kina. Now we could transform though, but we don't need to. No, wait, we do want to. We do want to transform something though. Kina is a great shop for us though. Tough choice. I think we go for a guaranteed transform. I think we want to see our Peacewrought gobbling things up, so that's what we're gonna do. And I mean, we got an even better shot, so I'm not mad at that at all. Okay, we don't care about the arrangement for now. Let's just get into Mattel. Mattel is a great shot for us. Sifting pan, much better than, you know, still the Aladel, just so we get lots of value out of it. So we'll grab up the sifting pan because we get more regen now from selling. Adrenal converter is pretty good, but we don't poison ourselves at all, is the only thing. Now, we wouldn't mind getting another item, though, is the thing. We shouldn't have sold our other small item. We should have just stuck it on the board, I think. What do you poison? We only poison ourselves with this. We do gain a lot of regen from it, but I don't think it's worth it. I mean, what would we replace? Hourglass? No, we wouldn't. Yeah, we'd replace the hourglass with durable, most likely, anyway. I just don't think it's worth it, honestly. It's a lot of gold as well. Upgrade a bronze tier item. I think we go for Peacewrought here. We get better chunks of lead from it. We could go for calcinator for better scaling, but I think we get more value out of Peacewrought. We just get better overall chunks of lead when we destroy our chunks of gold as well. Dually here is not phenomenal. Now, what are you at? 14 regen? I think it's probably still worth coming here and doing something like this. We get more burn. Well, actually, maybe we take Fire Potion out and put Peacewrought in. We just send something like this. Yeah, I'm not mad at this. We have 3 slots left still, so we get all of our catalysts and our chunk of lead. Yeah, I like this. Probably our best board. We're up against a legendary dually. We're obviously still vulnerable to burst. And yeah, it's looking like they're going to put up a lot of burn, probably more than us. But we do have Regen, which is our one saving grace. They do have a teeny tiny bit of shield though. Yeah, 55 burn is too much for us to handle. 75 burn, wow. Very strong early on. I mean, especially with Fiery. +3 burn. Yeesh. And then Omega Ray as well, which was just scaling these two even more. Okay. But you know what? We're a late game guy. I mean, Mac, at the moment, feels like you just keep scaling your regen until you get into the late game. So, now, let's do this. Let's do this. We'll, sell you. I don't think we care about that at all. We'll stick you on the board as well. Now, we will start that process over again. We love Mattel. We love seeing Mattel. We would love to see some upgrades for our items though, Mattel. Alembic is phenomenal though. We can replace Mortar and Pestle now. This basically lets us transform 2 extra now instead of the 1. Now we do need to remember here to move this. Question is it worth going for a transform now? It'll scale Calcinator more. It won't do anything for the Peacewrought, but we do get a better heal item. I think I'm willing to come here and transform this. And you know what? Lifesteal with heal is actually really good. It'll give us 10% cleanse. So that's actually a good pickup. Stick that over here. Inventory management is becoming a really big deal for Mac now. It was obviously almost solely for Pig, was the whole buy sell mechanic. But now with all of this transform for Mac, it's getting really relevant for you to actually do this, which is have your inventory completely full and maximize, min-max your regen from transforming and do all this sort of stuff. So our final part of this, well, not our final part, but one of the major parts of this build is going to be finding, the potion distillery. Now, what do we need to get rid of here? Because I would like to get crypto just for some extra cash. I think I want to get rid of fire potion. It's only 1 cast. Now, what else do we get rid of? We want 3 chunks of lead. We should stick one of these in here so we're ready for it to transform tomorrow. Is it just, what do you go down to? 8.6, 4% cooldown. Doesn't feel worth it at the moment. Let's do this. You know what? I didn't even need to do that, but oh, here we go. So Tox Clocks is a brilliant shot for us. Because obviously the potion distillery, there we go. Okay, so now both of you can go. You're not needed. We don't need it anymore because now we have the potion distillery. This is how we're going to scale this to just be a monster, basically. We won't need this chunk of lead either. So we'll hold on to these. I don't think we'll need this chunk of lead either, but we'll just hold on to it for now. And this hourglass can come back because now it's at silver. We won't re-roll here though because we don't have the money for it. We'll just come out of this shop. Silver tier skills, what are we looking for here? I don't mind hardly working. We don't slow. But you know what? Rapid relief, that's a direct upgrade. All of these are regen items. Upgrade a bronze tier item. I kind of want to upgrade Calcinator here just for increased scaling. This feels like it could come into the late game with Peacewrought and be our offense until we get something like a Sunlight Spear. However, it's just, I think we have to upgrade it. I don't think we can ignore it. It's going to be harder and harder to find an upgrade for it because silver items will be spawning more often and gold, obviously. So what do we put on the board? I think we take a no, we don't take a Thurible off. We take a Venomander off because that's irrelevant. Throw the Peacewrought on. And we just pray that against this Sir JJ the Wise at level 5, Vanessa, day 5, is good enough to beat them. Not day 5, day 4, sorry. Submarine with Lifesteal with a Pearl. I don't like the look of this, I'm not going to lie to you. With crit scaling as well. We don't have enough defense for that, I don't think. But you know what? 24 regen, and it's going super slow. I have a... maybe their scaling is fast enough, though. They're critting, but it's fine. You know what? It's fine because, yeah, our regen is high enough now. And we are, now burning enough to maybe get through their shields by the end. Let's see. Because as soon as it goes down to their HP, it's a win for us, basically. Yeah, there we go. Oh, tough. They got their shield off, which allowed them to win. But you know what? Right now we are weak, but we're looking into the late game. That's what we're here for. Okay, we're looking for a good shot. And you know, JJ, that's good enough for us. That's a great amount of value. We can sell these two. We're not going to need it. JJ. JJ, give me something better. Crocodile Tears isn't it. Stick that back in here. Now Wild Quill Black isn't that bad because we do get regen from it. I don't think it's better than what we currently have though. However, Adrenal Converter probably is now. We're kind of looking to scale regen. Do we just get rid of candles? Is candles just gone now? I mean, I'd prefer to probably get rid of you guys, right? It is a lot of money though, and Adrenal Converter probably is in our end game. It's probably something like Sunlight Spear. I think we just kind of, you know, keep our money close. Let's not spend it all because we might want to spend it in another shop. We'll come in here to Andy. It's not a great shop for us, but it's not terrible. 2 regen. Honestly, it's better than the Coolant. Is it better than the Coolant Ink? It is better. It is better than the Coolant Ink, yeah. We'll buy it. Stick it in. Let's get this set back up. Stick you in here. We won't re-roll here because Andy doesn't have that many good items for us. Mod Squad should be fine. They don't have any defense, so we'll come in here. They do one-shot you after a little while, but just due to our regen, we'll have enough defense to just sap all their HP without burn, basically. And obviously the good thing about having a really quick small item is that it will charge candles more often, which will just give us more burn. At 37 on day 5, it's not huge. But, like, I think it's more to do with the fact that our defense is so great. Look, we got a little bit low, but it wasn't too bad. Bulldozer with this many friends, it's not really enough to be that much of a threat. Beautiful Friendship, we're honestly just going to skip it. We do not want that. We'll go for a Silver Tier loot item. Vial of Blood, phenomenal. We love XP in the early days. Okay, heal and regen item. This is a phenomenal shot for us. Glad we held on to our money. Not a phenomenal start, honestly. We're not going to take Apothecary. It's not really that relevant for us. So we'll re-roll here. We're really looking for something like the Sunlight Spear. Regen Potion is pretty good. I'd probably take it over a Durable, honestly. I don't think it's worth grabbing a Bronze Philosopher's Stone this late into the game, though. Okay, we reset. We go for medium items. We're really having a look for the Sunlight Spear here. Rapid Injection System again, not that great. We will re-roll here because we can sell a couple of things to afford it. Not finding it, unfortunately. Does suck a little bit. So now we have to just kind of stick with this build and hope that we luck out. Look, we have tons of regen, and I know that we'll probably get there in the end because we're forcing this. And Mac does have a lot of alternatives. Like, we don't need to go for a Sunlight Spear. We can go for a Moose Staff here. It's just Sunlight Spear is kind of my preferred build. Okay, they're all about burn. This should not be over here. Don't know why he's got that there. Okay, so our regen here is great for us, but they're just going to stack up too much burn for us, I think. Yeah. Unfortunate. Versing some pretty great builds, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, the last Vanessa build wasn't that great, actually, but, yeah, the rest of them have been pretty decent. Small and large items. I mean, we could look for a moose staff there, I think. We don't need to sell you, so we'll stay there. There's our moose staff. Now, we don't have any weapons yet, but, like, that's pretty essential for our deal. Get rid of the thurible, get the infinite potion in here. Candles can go. I think we're just gonna run Staff of the Moose on the board now. Hourglass can also stay up here. Peacewrought's gonna slot in here. Restorative Potion maybe go somewhere else. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you now as well. You're useless. We won't reroll here though. So yeah, this is one part of the build that we were looking for. Non-weapon items is something that we want to look at. We're still looking for that Sunlight Spear. Sunlight Spear is a weapon. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, Burn Potion, Fire Potion even not needed. We will reroll here. Let's just have a glance. Boiling Flask. No, thank you. Alright, so now we have Scaling Regen. And we do have some damage. I think maybe we just slot... We get rid of an infinite potion here, I think. And maybe the other one as well, honestly. And we just make these have a lower cooldown. We'll go for Loan Shark here. I mean, it might be a little bit funky, but I think our regen will let us hold on long enough for our damage to really set in. So this bit is obviously really scary when they get us down to, you know, 380. But we already have 100 burn on you. And these things take so long to go back up. So we are all good. Shark Claws. I mean, it's never coming on the board, so we'll just get rid of it. It's going to be a Peacewrought upgrade here. Just better scaling. It gives us gold chunks of lead now when we destroy an item. So... just an overall upgrade. Now, we could go for XP here. I think I prefer to go for small items, try and find some weapons though. We also get to transform as well. There's some small weapons. Honestly, I'm going to take some of them. We will take Barbed Claws, I think. 5-second weapon. I think we'd prefer to reroll here. I think we can do better. We couldn't do better. It happens. Okay, we need a weapon pretty desperately now. That's our whole thing. You know what? I don't think there's a better option, so... Goop Flail is an interesting pick, actually. Crocodile Tears can go. I think you two could probably go as well. And we just get a Goop Flail and we just, like, one-shot. Because our weapons have, like, a ton of damage. We wouldn't really... Oh, I mean, I don't think we'd really care if it was on the Goop Flail, right? Because, I mean, it's still a bunch of damage. So we just slot this in here for our fight. Is it phenomenal? No. Is it better than what we had? Yes. I think so, right? Okay, so we get some regen. Is it better to have an hour? Maybe it's better to have an hourglass. I think having these two on a lower cooldown. Or we do that. I think that maybe makes a bit more sense. Our Goop Flail is our finisher. This gets to go off 2 times before the Goop Flail. Okay. Pixel Wolf, please be bad. I want to stall for 1 more day before I go to sudden death, please. Okay. Okay, this is great for us. A purely defense dually is not going to scale as well as we do. That's actually really, really good for us, especially with the poison we're about to put on him. 400 poison. Honestly, if we are able to survive, that is great even against a stronger build. Like, that's a lot of poison. It's not great, though. We would prefer something else, I think. And JJ could do this for us. So we will sell this chunk of lead, bring this in here. Let's go to JJ. Let's have a look. It's definitely not crocodile tears. It's definitely not a frost potion either. Bring these in here. We do have the money for a reroll, though. It's not these either. Okay, we're missing a little bit. We can still pivot to our other build. We are in desperate need of items, so we'll come here for it. Oh, it's not Vial Launcher. We'll take 2 instances of lifesteal over 1, honestly. Please don't do that again, Jonah. Okay. Oh, it's not great. Yeah, it's not really good at all, honestly. Skip. We can't just be buying anything, honestly. We gotta buy good stuff at least. Question is, do we put enough poison on him? 400 poison. Maybe Calcinator is better here. We level up anyway, right? I want to say that we risk it. I think maybe we put up enough poison. With 2 instances of lifesteal as well, I think maybe we should be okay. We'll see though. We would love Black Pepper here. Black Pepper is great in builds like these. We get to do a lot of work. So that's good. See that lifesteal putting in work? Yeah. This is good. As long as we survive those 11 seconds, we're actually really strong. Ghost Pepper isn't a easy fight. Fiery. Yeah, we'll take it. We do have sunburn items, so it's not terrible. Slow and weapon, I don't think we really care about at the minute. Like, especially. Like, I mean, weapons can be good, but let's just take a high roll on all then. Explosive potions will be that high roll. We love seeing charge on these guys. Okay, our weapons shop is also really, really good to see. What are we looking at here? Okay, Sunlight Spear. Group Flail can go. Okay, so what would we be doing? What, we put double runic potion down? What do we do here? I need to sell something in order to actually buy it. I think we sell Group Flail. I think it's safe to say that Group Flail is definitely gone. Sunlight Spear can come in. And what does our build look like now? We do something like this. We get some more regen and we do this maybe. We get some damage, or we double this. We get some more survivability and some more haste on Sunlight Spear, and we try and run this. I think I prefer this a little bit more. It is really, really strong. So we'll try and run this. We will re-roll though, because if we do get like a decent wide weapons build, I wouldn't mind running it today. Yeah, okay. We don't, so this is 100% better in my opinion. There are some small items that would enable this. I think we would come here more because we care about scaling our actual regen though. Philosopher's Stone isn't bad. It would scale to be more than what the regeneration potion is now. Question is, do we have room for it? It's pretty easy to work this build. Like, it's pretty easy to just stick to it and scale it. We have this for the extra lead tomorrow now as well. We will re-roll here. Let's see what we find. We wouldn't mind getting something like a haste potion. Freeze potion, we don't have extra ammo on it. I mean, 6 seconds with 2 freeze. It could be good. I don't think I'm grabbing it though. I mean, it doesn't stick on the board long term and it is quite expensive. We do want to spend all of our money on upgrades, so... Let's remember to put this on the board, please. So now we only need 10 seconds until we win, I think. I hope. So what we want here is these trigger instantaneously, but we'll see if we actually get haste on our Sunlight Spear. I'm hoping that we do. What are we looking at here? We're looking at Showcase. So this is really strong. He's going to get a lot of shield. However, not a lot of multicast on Bad Blocker, which is really great for us. Great charge as well. We're going to see a lot of burn with some lifesteal here. I don't think they have enough shield to defend against it, so I think we should be okay here. It got a little scary, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it was fine in the end. See, what you really want here is you want some value scaling, and you stick Turbo Wrist Warrior next to Bad Blocker. Like, that's crazy, right? Okay, so we have our extra Catalyst. We will go for small and medium items first, though, because if we do find... We're looking for a tome, a book. Alembic is not great for us. We don't really care for it. Ooh, Haste Potion, though. Throw that in there. Get rid of the other runic potion now. You go in here. You go in here. Let's just get some gold. Transform you. It's more scaling on our Calcinator as well, which is good. And it's more scaling on our Philosopher's Stone, which is also good. Peacewrought upgrade is phenomenal. Like, this is our end game. Anyway, so getting more scaling for an essential item is really, really good. Silver tier weapon, silver tier loot, silver tier item. We'll go for the loot here. We'd love to see some cooldown reduction. XP is honestly just as good though. We'll go to JJ here. JJ's a good shot. We don't really have any bronze items to upgrade. Don't know why you get that on day 8, but who knows. So now we get gold chunks of lead, which is phenomenal for the scaling. That's what we want to see. Dr. Vortex. That should be a... I mean, it's not an easy fight anymore, but it's certainly not difficult either. If you have enough DPS, you just wipe the floor with them. Lightning Rod can get to the point where it one-shots you, but it takes until the Sandstorm. So it's you typically, if you have enough DPS like we do, you get there. And I mean, 100 burn as well. It isn't negligible. It's pretty good for now. We do get to level up as well. I wasn't 100% sure. I wasn't really looking down at that. Oh, let's swap these. Almost. 2 glasses of wine and I'm already getting a bit crazy. So now, our economy is actually going to be really good because almost every hour we're going to be getting 8 gold, which is obviously amazing. We don't care about the Mer here though. We're not really going to be transforming apart from that chunk of lead at the start of the day. Now, we will go for monster skills. I think we should get some value out of this. When you poison, when you use a non-weapon item, burn 2, poison 2. When you crit, hasten item. These aren't great for us because we don't poison. We use non-weapon items, but we don't care about burning and poisoning. Come here for a reroll. And you know what? Hard shell on a character like Mac where you don't have much defense is phenomenal. We will go for Sunlight Spear on this enchant here. It could be really good on Calcinator. However, I think this is our finisher. And as soon as it goes off with double burn, it's over. Like, at this point of the game, they're not surviving that. So we got a lot of survivability now, especially with Hunker Down and... Is it? No, Hard Shell, sorry. Hunker Down is the turtle one. Hard Shell, let's see what we're up against. A Long John, 800 damage, 25% crit is not that crazy. Mantis Shrimp is a little bit scary. It's going to do a lot of damage and burn. Okay, so they crit, which I guess we'll see. You know what? They got an extremely lucky crit and we still won. Like 25% crit and we still came out on top. Against a 4-win Vanessa. We only had 3 wins. Gives us a good indicator of how strong we are. Kind of mid-game Vanessa, mid to late game. And us beating them is a great sign. We'll sell this chunk of lead. We don't have anything to transform it with. We're just going to come here. We can have some potion upgrades. Now, 16 regen. This is gone now. Invulnerability potion is also really good. But after 10 seconds taking no damage, I guess it would mean that like we just get to let this burn for 2 seconds and we regen. I'm willing to test it. See what it's like in the monster fight. We'll re-roll here because there are some upgrades we can still get. Runic Potion being one of them. I mean, like, look, we don't have multiple weapons, but 1 second of haste can make a difference. You know? So, obviously we want to go to Kena here, scale our Peacewrought, have a look for some upgrades to some of our items. Another dynamic runic potion, I don't think it matters. It's just good econ. It's just good econ. Okay, we reset. We'll have a reroll here. We do have a little bit of dosh to spend. And yeah, there we go. We would have loved to have seen it upgraded, but we'll take what we can get. Where beggars can't be choosers. We've had a little bit of a rough start. So, good thing is that we do have a buffer still. We are not on sudden death yet. We should beat weapons platform here. It should just be a kill when our Sunlight Spear goes off. Now, ideally, with something like this, we actually want to take Calcinator off the board eventually, I think, so we'd prefer to see more potions in an upgraded version of this skill. Just so, like, you know, once these potions go, we're not charging Calcinator, we're just sending this. Because see how much that does? Like, that's what we want to be going, right? We would love to see a crit potion. Now, I don't think invulnerability potion. I didn't really pay attention, but I just feel like my gut feeling is that an hourglass might contribute more. Cool down a little bit faster. 3.5, 10.5 versus 11.4, 3.8. Tricky choice. I think let's stick with invulnerability potion. Just for the fact that, like, this is our win con. So the 2 seconds of invulnerability with a lot of regen, I think will help it at that point of the fight. We don't care about pole. Let's go to aerodrome. Let's see if we can find a better shot. We're not for large items. We'll go for Lux though. We'd love to see some cool diamond items. You challenge me to afford something, huh? Well, maybe give me an item that I would want. 3 regen? No can do. Burn skills, crit skills. We'll go for Mac here. He has a lot of cool regen stuff. This is obviously really good, but +3 ammo for potions is so hard to ignore. Like, because I mean, we want this to go off only once, but if it takes longer, these are really good upgrades. Ritual Dagger would have been really great with our Moose Staff. However, that's not what we're running anymore. We will take the Hourglass upgrade because it could make its way back onto the board. And I could see Calcinator going, honestly. We would just need to find a worthy replacement, really. None of this is it. So we'll go to our fight and let's see how we go. It's another Mac. That's a little bit scary. Let's see. Let's see. That's all there really is to it. We would love to see an upgrade for Fiery Sunlight Spear. We want to reduce that cooldown, get it going off quicker, because we basically get 2 seconds taken off for the total. Now, leeches and poison, I think this is something we're actually really good against, because I think our regen is going to be a lot better. We get our haste, invulnerability potion, and we just, yeah, like 1,000 burn. Like, what do you do about that? There's not a whole lot you can do there, right? Alright, 5 wins. Pretty good. We still have our buffer for 1 day. We're not on sudden death yet. This Trunker Lead can go. Stick you in here. We would love to see an upgrade for Tome as well, honestly. We do have some small items that we can upgrade. We don't really want Quicksilver. I don't think it makes a lot of sense with what we've got going on here. We will re-roll here. We could get an upgrade for the energy potion, or there we go for the Philosopher's Stone. Now, do we just sell the catalyst or do we hold on to it? Let's just sell it, just so I don't accidentally transform something somehow. Stick you in here. We don't have any regen skills, do we? I did get a good tip saying that if we put Tome on the board and we have a regen skill, we actually scale more regen while we have it on the board. We should have just transformed the Mer though, right? We have money. Why didn't we do that? Medium items are great for us. We run a lot of medium items. They're very important to us. There's a great upgrade. And, ooh, Fire Claw is really good as well. But it's at silver. Is it that good at silver? What could we replace here? Maybe Philosopher's Stone, Invulnerability Potion, and this is our win con. We don't have the crit potion though, so I don't think it'll be doing that much burn, especially at silver. Controversial take, but let's leave it. Okay, we don't get anything for our other items. We did get the Sunlight Spear upgrade, which honestly is good enough by itself. We will take the fight against Property Baron. We won't get one shot as impossible now that he doesn't have big numbers. It will get a little bit scary after a little while, but our initial burst with this should be enough. There we go. 1,000 burn. So yeah, it is enough. Billboard is a great seller. But the question is, do we have room for it? Because we could sell the Hourglass, but I feel like when we get late in the game, we'd want to get rid of the Calcinator and sub the Hourglass in with something else and just stick with Fiery Sunlight Spear as our win con. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to do it. I'm sorry. Like, it's great money, don't get me wrong, but... Gold tier item. Let's just go for a gold tier loot item. We'd love to see some cooldown. XP. We've been getting a lot of XP from loot items this run. Heal and regen. One of the best shops for us in the game. Herma. I want you to come out for me. Energy potion is definitely a take. Now, it might have been a good move to keep that and maybe replace Calcinator. But 100 burn. It does count towards something, I think. Because it's deal damage equal to the regen plus the burn on both players. So it increases the damage, at least. We'll stick this in here. Let's get reset. We'll re-roll. Looking for some upgrades. We don't get it, and that's fine. Thanks. Appreciate that. We'll go Quixel. It's a shop. I mean, medium item isn't bad, but it's not what we're looking for. I mean, we could do double Fiery Sunlight Spear. That'd be pretty funny. But it does just take so long for that to happen. Alright, stick you in here. Let's get you back in here. And let's get ready for this fight. Now, it feels like Calcinator has fallen off, right? Like 149 burn doesn't feel super significant. I guess we'll see going into this fight, but I really want to replace Calcinator. And honestly, Philosopher's Stone, it's contributing, but it doesn't feel like it's doing a whole lot. What are we at? 40 regen, 230. So this guy's doing the same thing, but better? We have lifesteal though, which I think will have a big... And this is what the game is about now, guys. Going quicker. We hasted our items, so we went quicker. Yeah, I mean, literally, he has a better Peacewrought than us, but we literally just go faster. That's so funny that it thinks we're upgrading it if we hover over this. Cool. We get to hold on to our buffer, our anti-sudden death. We'll just sell a chunk of lead. I can't be bothered trying to manage that. Our inventory is so full. We'll go for Epic Battle. We want to XP max. Hulking Experiment is fine. Literally just means more XP. And that's kind of... It's a gimme at this point in the game. It's what you want to see. Cool. Bang. So yeah, like 1,700 burn. You can get some crazy builds that'll be able to deal with that. But it's day 11. I don't know if that's enough. Upgrade an item. It's the Sunlight Spear. It's 100% the Sunlight Spear. Now we could go for more scaling on the tome, but you saw what happened that last fight because we went a second earlier. It's the tome. It's not the tome. Sorry, it's the Sunlight Spear. Because now 9.5 seconds, and we can reduce that even more. Do we? No, okay. Question is, do we get rid of the Calcinator? Equal to the regen plus the burn on both players. I think we get rid of the Calcinator and we just stick both of these in and we get more haste. Because it just means that we'll be able to haste through slow a little bit better. Let's do it. I want to stick it on both of these two. Get some more cooldown going. This still gets to go off twice. Question is, 3.8, 8.4. It still gets to go off twice. Is it worth maybe having it on the potion here on invulnerability? I think it could be. Let's test that out in the fight. Let's see how we go. Stick these two over here. We have tons of haste now, which is great. Still love to see an upgrade for Tome. Now, We don't have anything to transform. A little bit of regen is fine, but we get regen from transforming anyway. We get 5 versus 8. And we get to keep the cycle going, and we also get regen on Peacewrought, so it's more value, technically. Okay, throw you back, throw you back. There's no point re-rolling. Actually, we're not looking for a weapon at all. We're definitely going to go for Awakened District. We should be able to just go off faster. That should be completely fine. So what are we looking at here? 242 regen. Fiery Sunlight Spear going off 8.4. Let's see how fast we truly go now. And yeah, honestly, I think it's just worth... Well, and the good thing about this is that Explosive Potions now only activates on Sunlight Spear, so we get so much more charge on that now. Yeah, I think I would want to keep it on the Invulnerability Potion. I think this plus 1,000 burn on our enemy, this is really crucial for us. We'll just take it because it's a diamond skill. Doesn't really do anything for us. Weapon skills could be decent, like leftmost lifesteal, whatever that's called, and then also quality over quantity. I think I want to try and high roll off of Adira though. We can get some really good regen skills here. First Strike isn't bad, but a crit potion would probably replace one of these anyway. So we'll reroll. If you only have one at weapon, while your enemy has a slowed item. We don't have slow items. Oh, okay. Maybe let's take this for now. If we get a slow enchant of some kind, it could be really good. Okay. Burn on Peacewrought is actually really good. Because now we get a really quick burner, which will contribute to the damage of Sunlight Spear. Obviously, it does have a drawback, being that Explosive Potions doesn't go on solely the Sunlight Spear. But I think the payoff is worth it. We just do a lot more offense when it happens. Yeah, you could argue it either way, honestly. Okay, well, there's a better energy potion as well, so we'll just do that. Stick you back in here. Honestly, the charge on this isn't even that bad anyway, because this is how we get regen as well. So it's just more damage for the Sunlight Spear. Cling. You got to emphasize the cling because it starts with a capital C in the second half, I think. Vanessa obviously starts off really quick, so that would probably be our... What is this? Freeze one medium or small for 3 seconds? Eesh. How much damage is that? 498. Okay, see, the charge is really good there. We're going to get to go off. Perfect. It's all about speed. That's the name of the game. So Fiery Sunlight Spear, getting that charge there was really crucial. Because obviously, like 600 shield. It is every 3 seconds still though, because it isn't getting a lot of haste. On to the next day. Day 12. And now this is where it does get a little bit crazy. Mattel is a great shot for us. We still want to upgrade the tome. It's not a great shot for us. It's an okay shot for us. Yeah, we don't care about any of these. Bang, bang, bang. Let's just make sure we got all that in order. We'll re-roll. Just looking for the tome, really. Memento Mori isn't bad either, but I think I'd rather just have our engine here to make this go off a little more often. I would love a skill upgrade. If it's Fiery and Immolating Spark, I'll be extremely angry. It was one of them, but honestly, Hard Shell is great. It gives us a lot more defense when it comes down to it. Obviously, we're going to take the max XP here. Awakened District is pretty good for us. I mean, skills aren't amazing, but it's just a ton of XP. I don't know what a better legendary fight for us would be, but I don't think the Awakened District is very good for us. At least item and skill wise, but it's more about the XP than anything else. Okay, so this is actually really good, because what we're going to do is we're going to transform that. And we're going to... Ooh, but we need one more space, though, if we do that. Are we going to lose out on the chunk of gold? No. If we keep the chunk of gold, it should be okay, I think. We won't transform anything. Let's go for a gold tier loot item here. We need to make sure we sell this before we go into the merchant. So now we're going to get 50 more regen, which is big. Bet you never seen that before. Okay, so now we've got 2 chunks of gold. Okay, it gets a little bit tricky now, because now our scaling is, it's kaput. We need something that will give us a chunk of lead. Okay. I don't know if Andy has that for us. Oh, actually, no, we don't, because we're back. What am I saying? Because we destroy something and Fiery Peacefrought gives us a chunk of lead. Is he high or something? What is this guy talking about? We'll re-roll here. I don't really know what we'll be looking for. Maybe just, okay, Strength Potion. Strength Potion can definitely replace one of our energy potions. Much, much better. Just doubles the effect of almost everything. Well, these two, which are our damage dealers. Because what? You go off after 6 seconds and then 8.4 seconds, which is plenty of time for that to go off. Wilty Horse, though. Looking pretty strong. Let's see what they got going on. It feels like the meta for Mac right now is these regen builds. Wild Coolback, Adrenal Converter, lots of Spider Maces. Okay, this guy does a ton of regen. However, I think the fact that he doesn't impede us will just mean that we win. So yeah, 13,000 damage is... It's a certain amount of damage. Yeah, because we crit. Okay. Well, I guess because we crit with Peacewrought, with Philosopher's Stone, because of Strength Potion, we get double the regen as well. So yeah, this is much better than the haste. Doubled haste means that the energy potions get to go off more often. But like Strength Potion it's undeniable how much better it is for us, really. Greater Midsworth, kind of just looking for an upgrade on both of these. Nothing else. Energy Potion, we've already said that our Strength Potion is better. Yeah, we don't care about any of these either. We're just looking for skill upgrades. I mean, honestly, I'm willing to try my luck here again. Let's just try and go... I guess it's Hard Shell again. Sure. It is a lot of defense. Upgrade an item. We only have 2 days left. I think Hourglass getting upgraded will be a little bit better for us. Sure, we get to double our regen, but really, the crit on Peacewrought makes this regen at the start just kind of a buffer. Honestly, it's not all that significant when we're getting, you know, 600 regen. And also, by the way, critting on this means we get burn as well, which is double burn, sorry, which is why this is scaling so much. So we can see here, we burn, and then we go again. This gets a little bit of charge. We burn double. This gets even more damage, and we crit for like 14,000. So, also, I don't know why Peacewrought is a property. Like, what is it? It's just like a weird weapon thing. I don't really know what it is. I mean, it looks funky. Medium and large items. There's nothing in particular. I mean, there is just the tome, which would be nice. There we go. Nice. You know what? It's a little bit more. We'll take what we can get, basically. Large items, we wouldn't be looking for anything here, but these options don't matter to us at all. Potion Distillery. It's literally pointless. It's never going on the board, so its actual stats don't matter. We're only using it for the transform. So this has been my most consistent ranked build, and that's probably what I'm going to, you know, advertise this as, is that, because this is literally what I've been using to literally win consistently. What is this? Proboscis. Ooh, that is a lot of slow and a lot of damage. It does look a little bit scary. Okay, we just need to go. Looking like we're gonna get to go, so we should be... You know what? Maybe we're not okay. We'll see. 1,000 regen. You know what? It's not enough. And I guess that this is our weakness, is our build being heavily impeded by slow. And a crazy amount of scaling on a shielded proboscis, by the way, which gives them defense to the burn. And it also, because of the frequency of the lifesteal going off, it also means that they get, you know, a lot of purges on the burn, which it doesn't, for what we've got, it doesn't cut it down a major amount. Question is, do we need an upgrade? No, sorry, not an upgrade. Do we need an enchant on anything? The enchants on these, I'm not crazy about. Maybe Philosopher's Stone, but I wouldn't want it to risk it being like Obsidian or something. So honestly, give me the levels. Give me the XP. The gold doesn't really matter, but if we can get ahead on levels, that's not that bad. I think we'll go for Bjorn here. We wouldn't mind getting some kind of free skill. Charge a freeze item. That's not really what we care about. I mean, we can look to slow. We've got a couple of skills here that are relevant to slow now, so that could be a good get for us. Free loot item, that's cooldown. We would be looking for some things in Kena, but we'll come here. It's just a slightly better option for us. And yeah, immediately worth it. 9.5 down to 8.4, down to 7.1. And now we just get to resume our scaling, basically. We're kind of just looking for a strength potion here, I think. That doesn't matter to us. It'd be hard to change the timing on that. Like, we do have at 8.4, but it's also hasted, so the gap in between them isn't crazy high. They'd still go off at a reasonably similar time, I think. We should smoke Frost through Champion. We have way too much HP for them to do anything. So, like, you know, we'll have a little bit of freeze on us, but nothing that we only need the Fiery Sunlight Spear to go off, essentially, is what I'm saying. It only needs to go off once. And yeah, look. Like, what's he? We got 500 regen, 7,000 HP. And this is why I took the XP, because HP does matter at this point in the game. We just want to be able to tank, you know, 1 or 2 hits. And this is horrible for us, I think. We want our other items to go off. This is our engine that powers the Sunlight Spear. Tool item doesn't matter. We'll go for the loot, try and get a high roll. We don't have... You know what? Potion Distillery, you've done so much for us. You can get that upgrade. You deserve it. 120 gold, non-weapon item, chocolate bars, don't matter. Let's go for the scaling. Put you back. Frost Potion isn't bad, but I think our current board is better. These don't matter to us either. I mean, Vitality Potion isn't necessarily bad either, but I don't think it's as good as what we've got going on. Yeah, nothing. And yeah, nothing. I mean, we weren't really looking for weapons anyway. Okay, potentially our last fight or the second last fight. And this has kind of been the feel of this build. Is we get to a silver victory. It's late game, and we just verse some broken stuff. And the silver victory, it's enough. It's reliable, what we've got going on. Magnus Femur? Do they have any start of... Okay, so they have a bit of burn, but like what? They don't do as much as us at all. They do get a ton of regen. Why do they have so much regen? I guess they crit with Peacewrought. Oh, and they charged a lot with hardly working. Okay. And explosive potions. Oh. And I mean, Memento Mori saved them there, I think, as well. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, this is kind of the feel of this build, is that the silver win is good enough. We get our Peacewrought, we get a lot of reliable scaling through something like this. Potion Distillery can be a little bit elusive, and so can the Tome. But this, what we have right now, is really the perfect example of what this build should look like. A Fire Claw and maybe a Calcinator on deck would maybe be better, just because it could be slightly quicker. But yeah. Poison, we're kind of looking for slow, honestly. Let's get some slow on the Philosopher's Stone. I put it on the Philosopher's Stone because the other enchants are better. Like, yeah, heal. It's going to be better than anything else we see here. Because it's obviously scales relative to the regen it has. We'll go for Kena. Don't really know what we'd be looking for. Maybe just an upgrade to those two. We don't get it. That's fine. Alright, now we're on to our monster fight. We're really hoping for 5 XP. Or even 4 would be okay as well. Void Colossus is great. It means we get to level up to level 20. Which, by the way, for Mac, it's not crazy high, but you only see Vanessa really get this high, typically. Okay, 7,000 crits. It's less than the 13,000, which is obviously because this has a lower cooldown, so typically this goes off before this gets to go again. But honestly, I think it's worth it. Please go in my inventory. Okay. Go for tools. We're just going for our scaling. Just that consistent scaling. Pendulum. In theory, what would we swap out for pendulum? Invulnerability potion and hourglass probably. I think these are pretty... I mean, runic potion maybe? Does the lifesteal matter that much? Because we have a bunch of heal and a bunch of regen. I don't think it's pendulum. We have a reliable build going on here, so let's not try and change it at the last minute. Alright. 1 extra XP literally means nothing. We're going to pole. We're getting our scaling. We're re-rolling for the heck of it. And none of this matters anymore. This is literally our last fight. We had our random event. I like just clearing out my inventory before a fight. It feels like good practice, you know? And we're going to go for max skills. Mac can have some pretty crazy stuff for us here. And yeah, we'll go for explosive potions. This is really good. Okay, because these will go off relatively quickly. Pig is scary. I'm not going to lie to you. We'll see what we're up against. I think maybe we go quicker is our benefit. We go quicker than the pig. We'll see though. I mean, obviously pig late game is absolutely terrifying. You know, I poop myself a little bit just seeing it. Alright, so we've got a lot of damage. They go pretty quickly. We're going to be getting a ton of regen though. Awesome. We're good. So, I mean, like, that's crazy, though. Why did that get so much damage so quickly? Who knows? And honestly, who cares? We won. I'm not going to analyze why their build did that too deeply. I want to focus on our build, and I just want to talk about why it's good, because this has literally been my go-to for the rank grind. I think I've played a bunch of these runs in a row, and I've managed to pull off a build where I have the Sunlight Spear, where I have a Peacewrought with a lot of scaling, like 5, 6, 7 times in a row. And it'll get me a silver victory every time. It's just so consistent. Like, this is literally my go-to build this patch at the minute. Yeah. But hey, if you enjoyed, feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.